From what we've seen in the industry so far and the line of work that we're doing, which is small production, prototype, and development type stuff, we see everything being really good going into 2024. We kind of specialize in weapons, small weapons development, military defense type stuff, and so far from what we've gathered with customers that we already have plus potential customers, it looks like everything's going to be really good going into the first quarter for sure.
At this point, I think it's going to be pretty flat. This year's been a bit of a roller coaster. We had a couple months where our biggest customer dropped their orders more than 50%. But so far, since that happened, they've been pretty level. So
next year, it's still up in the air. A lot depends on what happens worldwide. We're seeing some ups, some downs, depending on what industries we're in. Overall, we're hoping for a good outcome, but it's still up in the air right now.
We're looking for more business. We had pretty much a slowdown this past year, and some of our bigger customers say that there's work coming. So we think next year will be a good year for us.
We're hoping it's steady. The pundits are telling us that we're going to see an economic downturn, and I think most people in our industry are experiencing some of that. Our hope is that we can avoid that because we've diversified enough from what typical screw machine manufacturers and parts manufacturers do.
Right now we're looking at it being relatively strong, but not as strong as the beginning of 2023. Maybe a little bit off, but not too bad. I think it's going to be a decent year, yeah.
Forecast for business right now in 2024 is I'm looking to double my throughput from 2023. We had a pretty good year in 2023, somewhere in the neighborhood of $3 million worth of business. So if I can double that and grow the shop, our expectation is always continuous improvement along with growth. And we can do that we kind of do in-house training to help kind of produce that along and doing a couple of these shows a year to bring in capacity.
It's pretty good. We actually just moved into a new facility and we just added a few more pieces of equipment. So we got the current piece of equipment utilized, but we're going to be coming to shows like this, trying to get more business for the new pieces of equipment. So we definitely have capacity and definitely ready to go get it.
The forecast is positive this year, but probably it's cloudy a little bit. It's, we got a lot of unknowns. There's a couple wars going on. There's going to be an election. So you never know. But manufacturing, we just kind of look at it one job at a time.
Well, I feel like we're going to keep bringing more product back to the U.S. for manufacture. So for local businesses, that's going to be a real benefit, but it's going to be a slow process. So we got to be there when they're ready for us.
I think it's up. I think there's a lot of people that right now are looking to grow, but there's a little bit of hesitation in the market. And I think Q1's really going to pick up a lot of those POs and that are RFQs that are out. I think are probably going to pick up in the end of this year, and that's going to be busy in Q1 picking up after Christmas.